Hey guys, Sam here from KeyCommerce.com. In this video, you're going to learn about the #1 channel that can take your store from zero to results that look like this. My team and I have managed more than $20 million in Google Ads spend for e-commerce stores. For almost every successful store owner that we scale, there's one thing they have in common: Google Shopping. Now, in 2026, Google has made it easier than ever to launch your ads. But if you launch them with just the default settings, you're basically handing Google a blank check. So today, we're gonna show you exactly how Google Shopping works. We're gonna cover where your ads show up, how to outrank the giants like Walmart and Shein, and the 4-step setup to get you live today. Let's go. So, what is Google Shopping in 2026? Let's start by looking at this from your customer's point of view. Imagine that someone sits down and types in ergonomic chair into Google. They're not looking for a blog post or a Wikipedia article, they're looking to buy something right now. So, what do they see? First thing, they see the shopping carousel. Right at the top, before any regular websites, there's a row of product images. These are shopping ads. Your customer sees your product photo, the price, your store name, maybe some star ratings. This is your visual competition. If your photo looks better and your price is more competitive, you win the click. Alright, now let's talk about the newest way that your product can show up: AI mode. This is where Google basically becomes a personal shopping assistant to your customer. So imagine what a customer is going to type. I need a durable backpack for a 3-day hiking trip in wet weather. Instead of just showing a list of bags, Google's AI actually summarizes the best options for them. Now think about the scale here for a second. Every second, Google is scanning millions of products across the web to find the right products for that shopper. It didn't just see the word backpack and throw a random product in there. It went deep into your product feed. It looked at your technical specs, saw things like 100% waterproof with an IPX7 rating and 21-liter capacity. It read your product description. It noticed that this bag was designed for multi-day rugged use. It even analyzed your customer reviews to back up the claim that it actually stays dry during heavy rain. This is why product optimization is your #1 job in 2026 and beyond. Out of millions of products, Google chose yours because you gave it the best data to work with. If you feed Google the right details, the AI does the selling for you. I'm going to show you exactly how to optimize your product feed later in this Google Shopping series. It's simpler than it sounds, and it's one of the biggest advantages you can have. Alright, so the third option is the Shopping tab. This looks like a full marketplace, kind of like Amazon. They can filter by price, color, or even available nearby. This is where people go when they're 100% ready to buy and just comparing options. And fourth, YouTube and Google Images. Because Google owns everything, your ads follow the customer around. If they go watch a chair review on YouTube, or they browse office setup ideas on Google Images, your product can pop up there too. So in short, Google Shopping puts your product in front of buyers when they're ready to spend. Alright, let's now break down how Google actually decides what products rank #1. You might be thinking, Sam, why does being #1 even matter? Can't I just be number 5 or 10? Look, most of your customers are searching on their phones. And on a mobile screen, that AI view and the top few spots, that's the entire view. If you're not in that initial window, you're almost entirely visible. And there are thousands of other stores fighting for that exact same real estate. And if you're just relying on luck rather than strategy, then your dashboard is going to show 0 sales. To win, you need to understand how the auction works. As a store owner, you're always in a tug of war. You want as much traffic as possible, but you need it at a price that keeps you profitable. Here's how Google breaks that tie in 2026. First, your bid. This is the max amount that you're willing to pay for a single click. In standard shopping, you're in control. You decide if you want to pay 50 cents or $2. Second, relevance. Google starts with your bid. Then it adjusts it based on how well your product matches the search. Let me give you an example. You're selling Chelsea boots. You bid $1. A giant brand comes in with a huge budget and it bids $2. But their product title is lazy. It just says leather boots. Your title? Handmade, waterproof, tan Chelsea boots. Google AI scans its shopping graph and sees that you're the perfect match. Now, let's be real, you're not going to beat this giant brand if you're bidding 10 cents and they're bidding $2. Google has its thresholds that you need to meet to be able to compete at the top. If your data is detailed, including material, waterproof feature, and Chelsea style, your product is complete. Google sees it as a high quality match. And that means you can hit those top spots for way less money than a competitor with a generic title. And third, experience. Google rewards shoppers that give customers a great experience. They look at your history. Do people click and buy, or do they just leave immediately? When Google trusts your store to deliver a great experience, you win. They lower your costs and boost your ad positions. But Google goes one step deeper. It doesn't just look at the search, it looks at the shopper. Google tracks billions of data points. They're able to predict who's most likely to buy before they even finish typing. If your store performs really well for women aged 35 to 55 who love organic goods, Google will start showing your ads to more of those people that match that type of profile. It's a win for Google and they get paid per click. A win for the shopper, they find exactly what they need. And a win for you because you get traffic that's 5 times more likely to convert. This is why we focus so much on the setup. We want the system working for us, not against us. Okay, to set up a Google Shopping campaign, you need 4 key pieces. Number 1, you need an e-commerce website. You should already have this. Stores are often set up on platforms like Shopify or WooCommerce. Shopify, in our opinion, is by far the best of these platforms. I highly recommend it if you want an easy shop set up to run your business. Number 2, we have a product feed. A product feed has all the data about your products on your store, formatted specifically for Google. Number 3 is Google Merchant Center. It's the platform where you upload and verify your product feed. It's also where you handle disapprovals or warnings about your products and your product feed. And number 4, your Google Ads account. Many store owners get confused about needing 2 Google accounts. One is for Google Ads, and the other one is to connect your products to. Think of Google Merchant Center like a gatekeeper. Its job is to ensure that your product data meets Google's standards. Google Ads is then used to set up and manage the ads for the products that made it through the gatekeeper, Google Merchant Center. We'll need to link these 2 accounts. This makes sure that the product data transfers from Google Merchant Center to Google Ads to set up your campaigns. And once that's done, people will see our Google Shopping ads, our product-specific ads on the Google search. They show a price, image, title, and can be clicked to visit our product page on our website. And that's it, guys. That's how Google Shopping works in 2026. Now, this video is actually part of our updated Google Shopping series. I'm going to show you everything on how to set up, optimize, and scale your store with Google Shopping ads. The whole process is designed to get you from 0 to 50K per month and beyond. In the next video, we're going to cover the mindset and strategy before your first campaign, which campaign type to start with to keep your profits under control, and how to add AI-driven campaigns like Performance Max to scale fast. If you want to see that strategy, click right here. I've also dropped a link to the full series down in the description down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Make sure to check out our other videos. This one here might be especially useful for you.